If someone joined your Wi-Fi network right now, would you really know about it? Most of us have smart homes packed full of devices, but how many of us actually monitor what's happening on our own network? Today, I'm going to show you how you can use Home Assistant to tell you not only who's connected to your network, but also alert you the moment something changes. Hey everyone, welcome to Byte of Geek. My name's Simon and I'm here to help you build a smarter home with Home Assistant and smart home technology. In this, the 5th video in my smart home Christmas series, I'm looking at something I hinted at in one of my earlier videos, and those eagle-eyed of you may have spotted it in my Home Assistant sidebar. We're looking at something incredibly useful that most Home Assistant users overlook, and that's network monitoring. Whilst I was browsing through some GitHub repositories recently, I came across a completely free open source tool that runs in Home Assistant as an add-on and gives you real-time visibility of every device on your network. This amazing tool can help you with presence detection, improving your security, creating a more robust smart home, and generally giving you a clearer picture of what's happening in your environment. This really is one of those hidden gems that can make a huge difference. What I'm talking about is Net Alert X, and today I'm going to show you how to install it, how it works, and how you can use it to make your smart home even smarter. But before that, what exactly does it do? Well, Net Alert X is an all-in-one network scanner, monitor, and alert platform for your home network. It'll scan your network to discover which devices are connected and can determine IP addresses, MAC addresses, host names, vendors, and much more, presenting that back to you in a very nice dashboard. It will alert you when things change on your network, so perhaps when a new unknown device is detected, or maybe an existing one goes offline. It supports plugins to extend the default detection and notification capabilities, and whilst you can self-host it as a separate Docker container, you can also install it as a Home Assistant add-on, and that's what we're going to do right now. So to do that, you need to go to your Home Assistant settings and then add-ons and click on the add-on store button in the bottom right corner. You then need to add the repository, so click on the 3 dots in the top right corner, select repositories and enter the URL that I've put in the description of this video, and then add the repository. Once you've done that, you should now be able to search for Net Alert X, and you should have something displayed on your screen like this. Select the one as I have done and you should have the add-on details page displayed. So just click on the install button and after a few seconds it should be ready to start. There really isn't much in the way of configuration in the add-on, so click on the start button, and if all is well, then on the log tab you should have something detailing that it's up and running amongst other details. As usual, I've then just toggled the start on boot, watchdog and add to sidebar options before restarting the add-on. Net Alert X should now be in your sidebar, and when you click on the option you should see a nice colourful dashboard like this, and you'll likely also see a message that there's been an upgrade and to refresh your browser and the cache. Once you've done that, as you can see across the top of the dashboard, we've got a count of our devices. Those that are connected, our favourites, any new devices, devices that are down, and then archive devices. Down the side we've got our menu with various options, so starting with devices, that basically mimics what's on the dashboard amongst other things. Then we've got monitoring, and that's where you can see reports of presence, alerts, events, etc. Next we've got network, and here you can map out your network devices and how they are connected. We then have tools for looking at the logs and also performing backups. Then we've got settings, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. Following that, we then have integrations, which has our plugins. And next is workflows, where you can set up triggers and conditions. And finally, we have network and system information. So that all looks pretty empty right now, but after a short while of it being up and running, it now looks something like this. And as you can see, it's gathered a lot of information about what's on my network. what's connected and what's classed as a new connection, which everything will be the first time it's seen by Net Alert X. I don't have anything that's reported as down, but I do have connections reported as offline. Where devices are unknown, if you know the details, then you can edit that information to help identify things going forward. For connected devices, it will even try and classify what type of device that might be. So as you can see here, it's got that there are some virtual machines, some IoT devices, and mobile phones. Now, the really clever stuff comes into play when you integrate this with Home Assistant, and to do that, we're going to use MQTT. So if you don't have MQTT set up, then I've got a really straightforward video on the channel that I did recently that shows you step by step on how to do that. I'll put a link to that in the description of this video if you want to watch it. So our next step then is to hook up Net Alert X to Home Assistant via MQTT, and to do that we're going to go into the settings of Net Alert X, and as you can see there are a lot of options here to configure, but we're interested in the loaded plugins section, so we just scroll down to that and you'll see there's a box with a list of plugins all in green. We just need to click on the change button and then a drop down list will appear, and we need to scroll down until we get to MQTT and then just select that, and then it should just show in that box, and then we just click on save. Now if we go to the publishers section in the settings and just click on this first box, it's not super obvious that you can do that, but when you do it, it expands out like this, and then you can see we have MQTT at the top. So we need to enter our MQTT broker details. So that's the IP address of the broker, the port, if you've changed it from the default, and finally the username and password that we gave our broker. You'll then want to specify the frequency that this runs, and that is just at the top of the section. I'm just going to set it to once for now and then click on save. Now if we go to MQTT in Home Assistant, then look at the devices, you can see it's starting to add devices to my list. I've now got my mobile phones, my Amazon Echoes, my NAS, my virtual machine, and when you click on these you get all of that lovely information that was displayed in Net Alert X. So now you can see if the device is at home, perfect for presence detection. If it's online, its IP address, when it was last connected, all that kind of detail. This now opens up lots of possibilities. Maybe you want to have a panel on one of your dashboards showing you offline devices, or maybe you want to create an automation like this one. So I'm just going to select my Wiser heating system, and if it drops off the Wi-Fi, then I'm going to have Home Assistant send a notification to my mobile phone to alert me. Really simple stuff to do, and the possibilities are huge with this. Of course, that's just alerting you when something goes offline or comes online. Using the is new entity, you could very easily create an alert when a new device comes onto your network, or have them displayed on a dashboard as well. There's likely a lot of people like me who will have a lot of devices on Zigbee or Z-Wave. However, it's certainly likely we still have some devices running on Wi-Fi or hardwired, and so having something like Net Alert X running allows us to have a greater visibility of those devices and to know what's connected to the network. It's ever so easy to miss something when things get crowded, and that something could have serious consequences. So that's Net Alert X, and I've only scratched the surface of it here in this video, but I think it's a really interesting add-on to have installed, and it opens up a lot of opportunities to create automations to help you keep things not only working properly, but also safe. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Is this something you're likely to install in your Home Assistant smart home, or in fact, are you already using it? In which case, let me know how it's working out for you. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Really does help support the channel, and hit the notification bell as well so that you don't miss the next video that I've got lined up across the rest of December as part of my 12 days of Smart Home Christmas. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.